Hi, welcome to Simply Country Cuisine. I'm Susie. So today we're making Monte Cristo sandwiches with raspberry jam. I've laid out my ingredients here. I'm going to use Italian bread, and I am using smoky ham and Swiss cheese. I would have preferred shredded Swiss cheese. That was really hard to say, but I grabbed the wrong one. It'll work. We have mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, and I whipped my eggs. Now I am going to make only one sandwich. Dean and I are going to split a sandwich because it's pretty big and hearty. I'm going to put a little bit of heavy cream in it. And I want to put a dash of nutmeg in mine. All right, so we'll blend this up well. Now, you know, when you're making just scrambled eggs, you don't want to put a lot of cream or milk in it because it waters your egg down. But when you're making French toast, you'll want it a little bit more loose, so you'll add a little bit more. So this is actually like French toast. So while my skillet is heating up, I'm just going to go ahead and build my sandwich. Okay, I've taken my bread out, and I'm going to mix in my bowl my mayonnaise and my Dijon mustard, because this is what I'm going to slather on my bread. Now, the recipe is going to call for quite a lot, but I won't need it because I'm only making one sandwich. All right, for 4 sandwiches, the amount will be in the comments below. Spatula here, I'm going to slather this on my bread. This bread is very soft, very fresh. Oh, I made just enough, well, you know. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to put on 4 slices of Swiss cheese. This is where I would have preferred the shredded Swiss cheese, but I didn't grab that this morning, and I'm going to put on 2 slices of ham because Dean and I are going to share this sandwich. And before I ever cook it, I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Okay, now we have mixed our heavy cream and our egg and our nutmeg. Make sure your skillet is hot, but not where it's going to burn the butter. And we're just going to melt this butter in here. And while that is melting, we'll take it off the eye just a minute. I am going to dip dip my sandwich. We'll bring that back over to the eye. And we're going to place our sandwich in our butter. We'll go ahead and do the other one. There we go. Now we're going to let this cook until that side browns, and then I'm going to flip it. Now I flipped the first one. I don't think the second one is quite ready to flip yet. No, not quite. We'll get that on. But you can see it looks like French toast. And now we've flipped our second one. And we'll let that brown up, and as soon as it's done, we can plate it up. And we're going to serve this with raspberry jam. You can use plum, cherry, apricot. But I happen to make raspberry jam, and I thought, well, if I'm going to use raspberry jam. Oh, that's beautiful. Very nice. All right, I'm going to actually just lift the skillet off of this eye till I can get a plate. All right, well, we've plated up our sandwich, and I'm just going to take a little tiny bitty amount of powdered sugar and dust my sandwich. Open up our homemade raspberry jam. Man, that just smells so good. I'm not a big fan of raspberry, but I do like raspberry jam. Put a little dollop on my plate here. A little bit on my sandwich. That's so good. The only time I've ever had a Monte Cristo, probably about 6 or 7 years ago, Dean and Robert took us to Austin, took us downtown Austin, and it was Mark's birthday. And they said, we're gonna have a food truck birthday. And so we went into this little courtyard, and there was a food truck there, and they ordered Monte Cristos. And the chef, there's a chef that actually runs this food truck out in the middle of just this yard. And he actually came out to our table, and that was so delicious. And Mark, he remembers that birthday. He loved that birthday party. And it was just 4 of us. We just had a great time. And that's the only other time I've ever had a Monte Cristo. I've never made them before. And always remember to subscribe, like, and share our videos on YouTube to be alerted on Wednesdays when they come on. And we're featured on Facebook and Instagram. And if you don't have a place to worship, please always join us at any one of our Glad Tidings locations. We're one church, 5 locations in Central Texas. God bless you, and we love you.